important day for us today. A day we cherish with a lot of pride, with a lot of happiness. And yet today we don't want to let go. We have three of our distinguished teachers today whom we will be felicitating. It is a day that touches the heart. We have worked together for many years. So when the day comes like today and we have to tell them thank you, it is very difficult. And the last person, I am not qualified in whichever way to be able to do justice. But I am privileged and honored today, blessed rather I would think, sir, to stand here and to read out your profile. Thank you for giving me the honor. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Goutam Bhattacharya, a larger-than-life gentleman, who joined in the year 1989 from Shantiniketan, West Bengal. And he brought from there our Gurudev's blessings to this school. He joined under Mr. Jefferson Gardner, the then rector, and the then Bishop Gorai as the chairman. He was attached to Cable House and then to Anderson House. He served as house tutor for 5 years. He got married in 1990 to his beautiful wife, Mrs. Bhattacharya, who's been the strength for him. They have been blessed with 2 beautiful daughters who are settled, one in the UK and the other in Delhi. In 1999, he took over housemaster of Clive House and has been so till 2023 for 24 years. And while he did take over housemaster, he also took over hallmaster, where under him, a group of 120 children of Cotton Hall, he nurtured, guided, cared for, gave them all the affections required through many difficulties, not so easy, and is still doing so. Thank you, sir. He's been a par excellent Bengali teacher, has taught generations of students, head of department Bengali for over 30 years. But when it comes to Mr. Bhattacharya, we remember the stage, the plays he would write, the plays he would put up, his direction and production. When we would hear that Mr. Bhattacharya is directing a play, we would never miss it for anything. We would be to the edge of our seat, enjoying every moment of it. Thank you, sir, for the enriching time that you've given us. He has written plays and also poems in English and in Bengali. And of course, he loves gardening. One day we'll have to visit his place there in Shantiniketan and enjoy the garden that you got, sir. And he loves his music as well. I know whatever I've said is too little for this gentleman who's been a dedicated soul to St. Paul's School for all these years. To Mr. Bhattacharya, ladies and gentlemen, may I call upon you, sir. To you, sir, from St. Paul's School, for being a truly inspirational person. We will always be very grateful for all the hard work and dedication you have rendered to help uphold St. Paul's School's name. From His Grace the Bishop, the board members, the students, and the staff, with love to you, sir. May I call upon Mr. Bhattacharya to please say a few words.
I've worked here for 34 years, so 34 minutes I deserve. But I'm not going to bore you for that. At least I'll take 10% of that. 3.40 minutes. I joined this school under Mr. Gardner and Bishop Varai in 1989. Just after the accord was signed by Mr. Kissing and Rajiv Gandhi and Jyoti Basu. Probably today in biology, you know that in the nomenclature section, there is something called a missing link, when you cannot give a proper genre to animal. I am one of them, living like a Victorian banyan tree till today in this school. I have seen old St. Paul's and new St. Paul's. I was honored to work with Mr. Gardner, Mr. Kabir Mustafi, Mr. M.S. Talbot, Mr. A.K. Dash, Mr. Jadhav, Mr. S. Chakraborty, who retired from Ramatania, Calcutta, and so many others, wonderful public school master. When I came, my head of the department was Mr. A.K. Lahiri, another iconic figure of St. Paul's School. If you open old chronicle, you will see Mr. A.K. Lahiri, 153 not out, 180 not out, 109 not out. He was such a great cricketer. He was brought from Darjeeling Government College to coach the cricket, not to teach Bengali as a subject. Later on, when Bengali was introduced, he was teaching them. So he told me one wonderful thing which I pass it to my young teachers, young friends. He told me, Goutam, sometimes it is your just mere luck. It is very easy to get a job in these kind of schools. But it is very, very difficult to become a teacher in this kind of school. I followed that. On the very date of joining, within 1 or 2 years, I was discussing on an English novel. I have always great passion for English literature with Mr. M.S. Talbot, who was teaching Men and Rivers by Humayun Kabir in class 12. Those days we had special English literature in 12. So I was talking, he told me, Goutam, do you know anything of this book? I told, most probably it is a translation of Nodi O Nari by Humayun Kabir. So I talked and I told about this character, that character. And then he directly went to Mr. Howard. And he told that in this school, if anybody has to teach Men and Rivers, it is Mr. Bhattacharya, not me. So the second day I was called by Mr. Howard that, Goutam, can you organize a seminar on this book, because we really do not know anything about this author. So that was my beginning innings, where I more got recognition as an English teacher or English speaking man or debate judge or playwright, and my Bengali started taking side to. I remember so many things. And I do not take any egalitarian or totalitarian view and say everything was good in old time and everything is bad in this time, or vice versa. Through my analytical and academic viewpoint, I have assimilated certain things from these great schools. I came here as a Tagore's disciple. I do not believe in any particular religion. But 34 years staying in this Christian school, going to chapel every day as a school norm, I have developed a love of great passion for Christianity. I have no doubt about that. Today when I will leave, I will try further assimilate the Gurudev's teaching and Jesus Christ's teaching, and there is no difference at all. To my students, I always say, dare to be a Daniel, dare to stand alone. Speak for the truth. Try to recognize what is bad practice, what is a notion, and what is tradition. Don't think everything is a tradition of this school. There are certain bad practices, there are certain bad things, which to every batch I have told, that if you carry on these things, our school will never improve. My going message is also same thing. There were things which are bad. There are things which is good. You choose yourself. Do you want to brand them as a tradition, or a bad practice, or certain notion, or which things we do without any meaning? Basically, you all are here for academics. To my colleagues, my board members, my respected sirs, this is my personal opinion that for a school like this, we must blend the tradition with change. Everything is not in change. There are Oxford, there are Eton, there are St. Paul's, there are Lamar's. We must try to preserve our tradition also. So in the name of change, if we think everything change, and we one day change the entire setup, that is not expected either. Lastly, I have loved this school, no doubt about that. But I have developed a great love for the people of Darjeeling. I will miss not only St. Paul's, I will miss all the granaries and all these colonial hang-ups where I have spent so many parties and so many gatherings. I will spend my rhododendron, my gladiolas, my magnolias, shetograss, laligrass, because I am a naturalist. I love trees, I love flowers wherever I go. I will miss the rainy season of Darjeeling. I will miss the winter of Darjeeling. So finally, I appeal two things. I have been always a vocal person, branded, and today also there will be no exception. Number one is, this is a great tradition which we have started 1st May, Celebration Day, but it is happening only for last 2 years. And if we have practiced this, we take as a tradition to celebrate this 1st May as a grand occasion, Celebration Day, Felicitation Day, then we must consider to give a holiday, because today is a May Day. It's an international holiday. Goes to all the old polites and students, present polites, that you all think so much about your school and do so many things. I am so happy. But for a change, please think about the retired teachers also, old teachers also, old staff also. Maybe some of them, 1 or 2 of them, will be needing some help. And if some encouragement is given from school side, from administration side, from all polite side, to help these teachers, I will be equally very happy from my heart. And third thing is, whatever happens, love your school, love your place. I have, as a teacher, had some sense of humor. So in my class, when boys have done something tricky, I have told always, don't try these things. I have never met more intelligent than me in last 35 years. Please do not take that as my pride. That is the sense of humor. Sometimes to a boy I have told, oh my God, don't you talk to me like that. My shoe shines better than your intellect. neither passive right. That was a sense of humor. I think a teacher should have sense of humor. If you are very teacher with gravity and you don't laugh and you don't react, I don't think as a public master we are doing a great job. Lastly, to a board member, Mr. Navaratna Pradhan. All these years I have kept quiet, sir. I have seen you from your university days in Shantiniketan as a young student, BA first year. Somewhere you were very close to us, but I have never taken that into the public domain. And thank you very much. You are also from Shantiniketan. So today I disclose this, that I knew you long before you were even principal of SUMI or board members. Thank you, namaskar. At the end, I will say something in Bengali. তবু মনে রেখো মোর নাম এই বলে পরিচিত হোক আমি তোমাদেরই লোক আর কিছু নয় Thus yet you remember me that I am one of you student. When you feel you come as a new and feel I cannot speak Bangla, I cannot speak English, I cannot adjust, I don't like food, same thing happened to me. When I came here, same thing happened to me, but I adjusted. When young teachers, you laugh in the MCR and you feel that a wonderful joke is cracked, remember me, I was there. And to you all, sir, if you take a great decision that brings smiles to the teachers and students, think I was always there. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.